So Google recently launched its note-taking app called NotebookLM. It is an AI-driven app that was designed to help people understand complex documents. Compared to Notion, Obsidian, or Evernote, NotebookLM works completely differently. It may seem complicated at first, but don't be afraid. In this video, I will guide you step by step on how you can get started with NotebookLM. Let's dive in. NotebookLM is a research and note-taking tool developed by Google that uses AI, specifically Google Gemini. It was launched last year, and in 2024, in the middle of October, they finally released it to everyone. NotebookLM allows users to interact with the document in different ways, like creating a summary, asking questions, or turning a document into a podcast. To perform these actions, NotebookLM uses the sources you uploaded, which makes the results more accurate. As you will see, NotebookLM is something totally different, and it has the potential to transform note-taking. Now, I will show you step by step how you can use NotebookLM. If you go to the notebooklm.google, you can create or log in into your existing account. Click on the Try NotebookLM and it will take you to this page. Choose your account you want to use and you arrive to your home page. If you don't have an existing account, you can create a new notebook or check the ones NotebookLM created. Let's create a new notebook. Just click here and you can create a new notebook. To organize your stuff, NotebookLM uses notebooks. They work similarly to folders. However, you have to keep in mind that they are totally separated from each other and they are not connected. And NotebookLM can only work with one notebook at a time. You see, I have one notebook about SEO and one about productivity. Whenever I ask a question, I can do it in either my SEO notebook or productivity notebook, and you cannot combine them. So when I ask a question about SEO in my productivity notebook, it will not provide an answer, as I did not upload any sources about SEO in this notebook. The key point you need to understand from this is that notebooks are like different folders, and they are not connected to each other, no matter if they are about the same topic. Now, let's move on to sources. The sources are the backbones of your notebooks, and NotebookLM will use these sources to answer your questions or complete your request. You can upload numerous types of documents, from Google Docs and web pages to PDFs or YouTube videos with a few clicks. To add a web page or a YouTube video, you only need to copy the URL and it's done. When it comes to other files, you can easily drag and drop them, and NotebookLM will use these sources to give you an accurate answers for your questions. When you upload a source to NotebookLM, it will make a copy of the original file. That means, if there are any changes in the original files, NotebookLM will not track them, and you have to manually refresh the sources. Also, in NotebookLM, you cannot delete or edit the file. Google increased the number of sources from 20 sources with 200,000 words max each to 50 sources with 500,000 words each. Practically, it means that NotebookLM uses a huge database of 25 million words to answer your questions and complete your request. As you can see this is an enormous database, and the real power comes in when using multiple sources to answer questions. It really helps to digest complex issues in an efficient way. But most importantly, it's very reliable, as you are the one who selects the sources you want to use to answer your questions. Now, I will show you how you can use the notebooks properly. When you upload a source, you will see this notebook guide. In short, the notebook guide helps you to interact with your notes. On the left side of the screen, you can see the uploaded sources. If all of them are selected, NotebookLM will use all the sources for your questions and interactions. In the middle, NotebookLM automatically creates a summary of the source. Also, you can use the FAQ, study guides, table of contents, timelines, and briefing docs to help you understand the document faster. On the right side, you can see the suggested questions and the option to create a podcast from the document. I will talk about this later. Below, you can ask questions about the uploaded sources, and NotebookLM will answer you instantly. Let's say you want to create a briefing document about SEO based on the uploaded sources. Just click here and NotebookLM will create it in 5 seconds. The briefing doc is a great way to understand complex documents fast and get an overview about it. It shows the fundamentals of the topic by collecting the key terms, facts, and recommendations for action. But in your notebook there are notes, right? And this is when the fun part comes in, because you can have different notes for different purposes. If you close this window, you will see your notes in a specific notebook. NotebookLM will automatically add the created briefs, study guides, etc. to your notes. However, you can add your text notes as well by clicking here. Also, if you click on the checkboxes, you can interact with the specific note in different ways. You can ask questions about only this note, or ask NotebookLM to describe it in another way to help you understand easier. There are also other options like creating an outline about that note or critique the selected note. Nevertheless, if you do not select one of your notes, you interact with all your sources in your notebook. In this step, I will help you on how you can ask questions from NotebookLM. Let's say you have a questions regarding SEO and you want NotebookLM to use all your sources. You can ask questions here at the bottom of the page. NotebookLM will always show some recommended questions based on the data you provided. Now, I will ask a question about off-page SEO. When answering questions, NotebookLM will use references so you can see which source it uses to provide you with the answers. If you click on the Save to Note tab, NotebookLM will save the answer as a note and you can access it when you go into your notebook. If you want to ask a question only from one of your sources, that's not a problem. Just select the source you want to work with and NotebookLM will disregard the other sources. As you can see, NotebookLM always shows you in the chat how many sources are selected. Now, let's discover how you can create a podcast from your sources. If you click on the notebook guide, you can see the audio overview in the top right corner. Now, click on the Customize tab so you can ask AI to focus on specific parts when creating a podcast. Once you have your instructions, you only need to click on the Generate and that's it. It takes around 5 minutes and NotebookLM will generate the podcast for you. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the podcast is really fantastic. Here is a short part of it.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. And today we're diving deep into something that's, essential for anyone looking to boost their online presence.
Absolutely. We're talking all things link building for SEO.
Exactly. So many people want to know how to get their website seen, how to climb those search engine rankings.
And link building is a huge part of that.
Quite impressive, right? And the last question is how you can use NotebookLM and who I recommend it to. I think NotebookLM is great for educational purposes. It helps to effectively summarize learning materials, understand complex subjects, and create study guides quickly. Also, if you are looking for a tool to create your knowledge library, NotebookLM could be an excellent solution. You can create one notebook for one subject, and you can include there all the relevant information. Finally, the podcast feature is a game changer. Turning articles or notes into podcast-style discussions with realistic AI voices offers an opportunity to easily create new content from your previous content. Personally, I think NotebookLM is a fantastic tool and created a new segment in the note-taking space. It works totally different from other apps like Notion, Obsidian, AnyType, or XDice. As I see it, most of the people will not switch from their current note-taking apps. However, they will use them besides NotebookLM, as this tool created a new note-taking experience. Let me know what you think about NotebookLM, guys, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask in the comment section and I will get back to you ASAP. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. See you later, guys.